Hello and welcome back. This is my final video of today. I'll upload these, stagger them across the weekend. New project, as you know, I've been going on and on about it. What is it? Where's it from? Right, I'll start off with the story of it before I reveal it. One of my friends worked for a company. I'm not going to name the company and I'm not going to name his name, but they go door to door with their regular customers over at Whitley Bay area. And my friend spoke to the guy who owned this car and he was just going to scrap it because he had to stop driving due to ill health. He's in his 60s and he's caring for his mother, who is, I think he mentioned she was 99. It ran out of MOT. It failed its MOT in November, and he just simply, with him not being able to drive, he couldn't get it to and from a garage to repair it. It was standing with no tax and MOT on the roadside, so he was a little bit concerned about it getting wheel clamped or something. So he mentioned to my friend, I'm just going to scrap it. So he immediately thought, he fancied it, but he knew it wasn't realistic for his situation. So I'm the first person he thought of. He said, look, Dan, there's a mint car here. I didn't know what it was till he sent us a picture. He says, you've got to save this car. It cannot be scrapped, realistically speaking. I don't know if he was actually going to scrap it, but probably that's the only way to get rid of it. And he doesn't deal with computers to even think about advertising it. So what is it I've bought? Here we go. Now, I've reviewed one of these on the channel, but let's just have a quick walk around it and not do a great deal of talking. Let the camera do the talking. Excuse the wind. So obviously you've seen what it is at the back. Come on, you tell me, is that a good looking car? Hands down, got to be one of the best looking coupes. Absolutely lovely. If you don't agree, feel free to comment, but I'll disagree with you, because I think for reasonable money, tell me a better looking car than that, man. Lovely. Absolutely love it. Always wanted one. And you go on about you hear these stories like a poor man's Ferrari, blah, blah, blah. This car shouts out loud what it is. Huge Renault badge. It's not trying to pretend to be anything else, but it is what it is, and it's a Renault Laguna. It's an everyday car, so the parts aren't too expensive, reliability's quite good, and there we go, it's screaming out loud, huge letters, Laguna. Renault's very proud of this look of this car. And you tell me, that looks like an Aston Martin, or a Mercedes. I'm not sure the names of them there, but it definitely looks like one of the Mercedes. Definitely got a bit of look of an Aston Martin. Then you come out to the side sweep, it looks like some of the Fiat coupes. Definitely a bit of Fiat look to the front. Again, when you get to the front, it's got a bit of that Aston Martin in the grille. It's just a lovely looking car, but Renault can pull off such a good car when they want to. And these get a bad name sometimes, the Laguna 3, for a few reasons, which I was over the moon when, I'm sorry, I don't often show excitement on a video, but I am super excited to have this car. Number one is it's the Nissan Renault developed 2-litre diesel M9R. So it's a practical, cheap tax, cheap to run, powerful car. I'm perfectly happy with this being a diesel. Very refined engine. Before anybody mentions about M9R and injectors, they're used in the Renault traffic vans and the like, but it's the vans that cause the injectors to seize because water comes down off the windscreen into the injectors. Not an issue in the cars. So, perfect. But these M9R engines do have problems with the dreaded, you know what I'm going to say, DPF. Horrible things. And on these, the pipes on them go right up the back of the subframe. The subframes sometimes have to be dropped to repair them. As you know, driving around the doors, they get choked up. You've got to keep doing regens. So, me being me, I'm really sad with these kind of things. We come driving up the road to get this car last night, and straight away, I seen the massive drain pipe exhaust underneath. Twin pipes means it's got a DPF, and straight away, I seen a nice big black, dirty exhaust. Look at that. I was like, champion. It's either got a knacker DPF on it, or it's genuinely the non-DPF version. And I was just crossing my fingers. Take this advice, people, by the way, when you are buying a car. It's awful bonnet catch on them, though. The definition way, rather than sticking your finger on a dirty exhaust and stuff like that, is, bear with us, just going to put the bonnet up. Very unprofessional way of doing things is look at this on Reynolds here. If it's 0.5 with a little box with dots in it, it's got a DPF. If it's just an empty box in a figure higher than 0.5, which is 1.5, it's just got an old-fashioned cat. Straight through exhaust, just a cat, no DPF, brilliant. Fully over the moon. Drives an absolute treat, this car does. To say it stood for more than nearly a year. The brakes were rusted up, which the car needs a good clean. I haven't touched it since I brought it back. Discs have cleaned up nice. Over the moon at that. But the other Achilles heel with these French cars, electronic handbrakes. Horrible things. Hate them. I spoke to the guy and he went, yes, it's got an electronic brake. I thought, oh, God. Yeah, we'll go. If they've got the electric motors, which pull the cables, they cost a fortune and they always go wrong. Or if they've got the electronic calipers, like the Scenic outside, again, cost a fortune. So I walked up to the car, looked through the window, and what do I have? An old-fashioned, normal handbrake. No electric motors, no problems. So the two main problems with these, it hasn't got. So I thought it might have been a petrol. I didn't want a petrol one. So it's a diesel, the 150 brake one, which can be remapped to quite good power, which I'm not going to bother with. Normal handbrake, no DPF, lovely colour. And do you know what it is? Not a great deal wrong. I haven't got the failure sheet for the MOT, but do a check on the reg, check for yourself. All it needed was a set of rear brake pads. Actually, I've got everything here. Needed a set of rear brake pads, which I have here. One thing to bear in mind with these, which I was concerned, the rear discs have bearings in on these, and they're £100 each. But I've had a look at them. They're not the best, but they'll definitely pass an MOT. So for now, just going to stick the pads in the back. So failed on pads being below 1.5 mil. So stick a set of pads in. I think they barely cost £15-20. And a front drop link is detached or rattling or something, it said on the MOT. Got two Delphi front drop links for it. I think they cost about 40 quid, 30 quid, I don't know, something like that. And while I was on, me being me, you all know what I'm like. Set of Bosch specific wipers, because it's been sitting for quite a while. Pollen filter, air filter, oil filter, fuel filter. Again, it's hardly done any miles, but the guy obviously hasn't had it serviced with it standing, so we'll be getting all of that done once it's through the MOT. The only other thing it advised on was a nail in a rear tyre. And I've checked all the tyres, all pretty much brand new. Get the nail sorted. It's not flat, so it mustn't have gone all the way through. And what else was there? It was a CV boot gator. And that was it. So a set of pads, drop links, CV boot gator, get it through a test, usable car, drives lovely. So I'll have a quick look around. Features it's got, which I love, again, is bi-xenon headlights. This one could do with a little bit of a clean up. But you got your bi-xenon headlights, running lights. Obviously they got the side light up there. And these running lights, I'm going to try and do a little bit of a trick with them. Get some, convert those to LED so they look nice. And the side light, because when you put the lights on, obviously the xenons come through as a lovely like bluey glow, but these might not come on. Yeah, no, I need to just put the ignition on. Just bear with us a moment. Oh no, that's why, because I've got it on auto right there. So as you can see, you've got your lovely blue glow to your xenon and a little horrible little candle, orangey looking bulb. So I'm going to get a nice white LED to do the side lights. These are some kind of running lights. They've either stopped working, but I think there's an option you go through on the computer to switch these on and off. You can actually switch them on and off. So I think they've just been switched off, but again, they'll just be a horrible, dull, orange, crappy looking kind of glow. If they're not that, they're some kind of cornering light. I don't know. I haven't even had time to do anything with the car. I'm just going to turn everything off. Totally as is. Totally how I bought it. Haven't done anything else to it. As you see, headlight washers, bi-xenons. So, you know, really nice looking front end to it. Needs a good clean. Wheels are minging as it's been standing for, like I say, the best part of a year. But nothing's damaged. None of the mirrors are got the indicators damaged on them. Again, the interior, just a little bit dusty. Just needs just a rub down with a damp cloth. No major damage to the dashboard or the seats, anything like that. And again, it's a nice size back there. I can put the child seat in for the little one. My partner would happily sit in the back there for some short journeys. And my son put his seat on there. Job done. Again, the seats just need when the weather gets a bit better, I'll probably use the wet vac on them. Bit of a clean, nothing really too bad to worry about. We'll move around to the back. Nice hidden button for the boot. And do you know what? You'll be surprised. That's a massive boot. Proper usable boot. All the service history, all the records, 2 keys, and they cost a fortune for these, 2 keys. I am considering, with this, putting my private plate on it. I've got a dateless plate to put on. Because I think if you haven't quite got the rental badge in your view, and not like a telltale to determine if it's a new car, old car, with an Irish plate on to hide the age, in an angle like that, apart from looking at the wheels, you would struggle to tell me that that's a Renault Laguna. So, around, he did mention the parking sensors are a bit hit and miss. As you can tell, they're starting to degrade a bit. We'll see how much they are for Renault ones, probably quite a lot. All the backlights are LEDs, as you can see. I'll switch them on. Don't know how that comes out on camera. It looks like it's flickering, but it actually isn't. But there, so it's got such a lovely image at the back end at night. Just them 2 strips. LED brake lights, LED side lights. The rest are just normal bulbs. But at the front, with these bulbs, they do look naff. I am definitely getting some white bulbs. There's them little yellowy glowing side light things. I think definitely let it down. But hey ho, this is a project. That's what this is for, isn't it? That's what I do this for. So I'll just switch that off. So yeah, side profile, just tell us, please leave a comment below. Do you like it? Do you not? Could you get over badge snobbery and drive this Renault? I certainly can. Give me one of these any day than paying 10-20 grand for some Audi A5 or something like that. No way. This, hands down, looks a better car than any of those Audis. Definitely Renault do this well. There's some not so good things about it. Like I've mentioned, there's a caved in on the sill there, but it hasn't gone through. I'll try and get the camera under. I'm just going to either try and get that pulled out, or for now, get some paint match just to protect it, stop it from rusting. You know, you can see where little bits get in there. I just want to protect that from the elements. So we'll jump inside. Like I've said, just a good rub down. Get some of the what do I call it again? The Citrus wash. Get that on. Get all this just rubbed down, and it'll look spot on. And again, pillarless doors, priceless, lovely. Gotta love a pillarless door. Coupe, lovely. Do like a pillarless door. I'm a sucker for one of those, definitely. So we'll jump in. Being a French car, it likes to beep at you all the time. So, like I've said, factory fitted parking sensors down there. Traction control, ESP, and then obviously with it having the bi-xenons, you don't have headlight adjustment. You only have the dash illumination. One thing I do not like about this car, and I've mentioned on my review of this car, the other car like this one, is why have they put xenon headlights, all the nice stuff, and not give them a cruise control? Just give them a some poxy little blanked off switch. I think it's to have this sports steering wheel. There should be 2 buttons there and there. A bottom of the range Laguna or Clio normally come with standard cruise control. One thing that's really peed me off a little bit, not having that, because I do like it. But hey ho, not going to complain too much. Little ashtray area there. Again, got little storage bin down here. And this has got some kind of fancy Renault sound system in. I don't know how the screen comes on with something. When you switch it on there, 3D something. What is it? 3D sound by whatever that is. Sound system is mint. I think you go through the settings on here to change all the headlight options and stuff on it. And I think it's got Bluetooth as well, because yesterday when I press telephone there, see what happens. There's something in the settings somewhere. You do something with it. I don't know. I haven't been through it that much. Where would it be? There. Do you want to pair the phone? So it's got a full Bluetooth sound system as well, and which is all controlled by this down here. So Bluetooth, light sensing lights, rain sensing wipers, full climate control system, and I believe the aircon actually works fine as well. You know, just the general Laguna 3 dash. Really like it. Cup holder, spot on. I've said proper handbrake. You got your storage bin down there. Again, not a big fan of them, but 2 fully working, undamaged Laguna key cards. I think this one may have the keyless option. I don't know. Some are set up to be like that and others aren't. Let's see if we can start the engine without the key being in. I don't know. I'm not sure if you either have to set the settings up to do it or what. I don't know. But you've got your lighting functions. You're opening the boot. Spot on. Really, I'm really happy with this car. And it drives brilliantly to see it had been stood for so long. Mileage, just done a few miles, but remember it's a diesel. Let's find it if we can get it to... Obviously service due with its standing battery low there. 127,000 miles, nothing for one of those engines, absolutely nothing. So, switch the ignition off. Let us know it's decided to start itself up there. And I've pulled the key out. It's French for you. Battery charging is telling me. I'm just going to shut this window to stop the wind coming in. Sorry. There we go. So yeah, going to give this thing a good clean up. Get those few jobs done. Get it MOT'd. Let us know what you think. I really do like this car. I think it's going to look cracking cleaned up. Bearing in mind that paintwork's been stood outside on a roadside for a full year. So I think a nice clean wash, polish, detail, get the inside done, get the wheels cleaned. I think this is going to look like a cracking car. So let us know what you think. Please leave a comment. If you like it, hit the like button. If you want to consider subscribing to watch us do, I'll try and record most of the work I do on this project. If you want to watch that, hit the subscribe button. You'll follow every time I upload a video. So thank you for watching. I'll catch you on another video. Bye.